Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the Shop. We've been playing with this thing here. We used some plastic like banding strap on here, but we couldn't get it to form like we wanted here. We used a piece of wire. It's just all prototype. And to get a hole in this stuff, we just melt it with a soldering iron. So we'll turn it on here. Bear with me. It's kind of hard to reach the trigger now. There, I'll figure it out. It's just an old putty knife. This is the whole idea on this. Got a 60 grit belt on here. And I want to do stuff like this because I never did like the other guard. They're nice. Because I use it mostly to shape them, well, sharpen a knife like a machete or something. But the profile, I should say. Get the angle on the blade that you want, then use my diamond sharpener. And I did check that, it is about 20 degrees. It's going to show up, and I'll take it close up. Look. It is not razor sharp. This has been done on the back. If you look, I always take a little bit off the back. You know, when you remove the burrs, but otherwise it's close to being flat there, so it's just one-sided like a putty knife is. And that's not like a knife. You can do this. Nah, Sunday. It did take a while to do this. Get this mounted on the board. I'm still practicing how to keep that flat up against there. Not to lean this way. So it's just more like a reference guide. Okay, enough of that. We'll set it off. We'll still figure out how to get our finger up in there. What we did on this, we put a hinge on this. And I may have to take a picture because you probably won't see it. I put a piece of thin cardboard in here. When I squeeze the hinge down, it makes this harder to move. So you really have to get moving to move it. So you'd have to really put a lot of force with something to move it. But that was the whole idea, so you could adjust the angle. But I'll probably just use it at this angle. But this is slotted on the bottom. There, that'll show up. We're going to put this up on a box or something. Well, these bolts don't sit on the bench very flat. That way we can move this in and out. We can go a ½ inch either way. So we can loosen these, move this in and out. My $10 piece of metal, 4 feet long, we used, let's see, about 4.5 inches. But we'll use it for another project. 2 inch wide, 8 inch thick. These are symmetric bolts, 8mm head. These are just 1/4 inch carriage bolts. Flip that over again. And we use the same little metric bolts here. Something we found at Harbor Freight. They had dust on them, like people don't want to buy metric bolts. I don't care. I have metric wrenches, so bolts are bolts. Anyway, that's it. We'll take a few close-up photographs of it, and we'll think of something else here to add to the video. It won't be a real long one this weekend. I need to get back in a rest. I've been laid up from the weather, and I've got that, just getting over that cold stuff where it affects your sinuses, sore throat, and everything. So, we're not in the mood to do a whole lot. We're aching all over. It's like every muscle hurts. So, we'll think of a couple other things. We'll be back. Stay tuned. We'll find something else to show you. Okay. A few weeks back, our front burner burned out on our old stove. There's a small one that's on the front left. Then I have one on the front right that's temperature controlled. You know, it actually has like on your oven. And that's what I use for frying and stuff. The one on the left we usually use like we're going to have a saucepan, boil some water in it, tea kettle for cocoa or coffee or something. So it doesn't get used a whole lot. You can boil water. We used to boil water on it like in a bigger kettle, but it'd take forever. But while we was waiting for the new one, nice one over here we'll show you, we bought this at a dollar store for like 12 bucks. Well, it's pretty cheesy. You put it on high, it'll boil water pretty quick. I do have a burner. I wish I would have took it out and showed you. I have a burner that's a 2-stage. You have low, medium, high, so there's double elements. This is just a single one. If you see where it comes in, it goes around and back. I have one that has 2 in it. I'll show you someday. I found the burner at a thrift store. I'm going to make my own hot plate someday. But real cheesy. It gets the job done. But if you try to turn it down on low, I tried keeping it down on low. It just doesn't even want to heat up much on low. So it ends up just whipping on high and boiling your water for your tea or coffee. So that's that for that. Let's get this out of the way. We'll show you the real cool one. Okay, we bought this on Amazon. This was like 16 bucks. I'll show you the brand name. I don't get paid to show any of this. This has a thermostat in there. It has points like if you look in a heater, you could peek in here with a flashlight. I mean, I could never film it, but I peeked in there looking down to the vents and stuff. But this one's really heavy duty. I've seen these $50, $60 with a nice stainless with the knob at an angle, restaurant style. But this is cast iron on here, okay? So you don't see the element. There's a little gap in there. And this thing gets hot, and it gets hot. You can put this thing as off, warm, low, medium. You can put on medium and boil water, even in instructions. You can fry and boil water on medium. I've done it. It takes a while, but it will actually do it. If you put on high, it gets super hot. And if you let this thing get hot, okay, you can boil about 2 cups, let's say, I put 2 cups of water in my stainless tea kettle, and it's not too bad on him. It's not a cheap one. It was $25, but that was on sale. So it's probably a $30 more tea kettle at a Target store. You put that on here with that heavy duty bottom, and you can have hot water, boiling water in like 3 minutes. That's fast enough for me. Doing something else in the kitchen, you know, in the morning. So I really like this. I've only used it for about a week now. I don't want anybody to go buy one and say, oh, mine was junk. But you'll see the light go out, you know, then you'll see it come back on. And I did test that. I set it here on a temperature when I had my water on there, and it would go out, and I'd watch it go back on. And like I said, it stays hot for a long time. It really stunk when I used this. I should have brought it out or to the shop and used it first, because this is almost like if you put paint on your headers or manifold, whatever this paint is on this cast iron, it was fuming. I mean, you'd see the fumes coming off it. So it was pretty nasty. Pretty nasty for a couple minutes there, because they tell you to burn it in for like 5 minutes. But that's that. I said it's real heavy duty, real nice. Much better than this cheesy plastic. I mean, this is what it does when you pick it up the wrong way. I mean, I know it's so you can clean in there, but it's all plastic. Super cheapy cheesy. I mean, you can tell. About as cheesy as that pretzel maker. Anyway, that's that for the week. We'll leave you with that. Maybe we'll sneak it out here and do some experimenting with someday of warming something up or doing something and using it. I'm about tempted to buy another one just for out here, because I could use it for all kinds of stuff in the summertime. Say you wanted to heat up a part, like I said, you want to heat a piece of metal up or something, or do something with it. This holds heat for a long time. Like I'm you know, on TV how they always go smooth cooking surface, and Sunday we don't care. We don't monetize these. We can act as goofy as we want. There. No, seriously. Don't get carried away here. But there you go. I really like it. I like the knob where you can look down at it. I hear it kick in. It had really good reviews. I can't tell you how many thousand reviews or whatever. And the cord will reach from my stove to the outlet. The other one, I had to put a drop cord on it. The cord would not reach from my stove back behind the stove to an outlet. This reaches it. So that's the difference in the product. They do that because people pull stuff off a counter. We have a deep fryer that's magnetic. So if a kid pulls on the cord, it pulls it off the deep fryer instead of pulling it off the table. So that's that. I've talked about it enough. I'm not a salesman. I'm not trying to sell you one of these. I just thought I'd show it to you. in case you wanted something nice like this, just use in your office, out in the shop or something. I mean, it looks like a stove. That's like powder coated enamel looking metal. I mean, it looks like something. Like I said, unlike this, I'd still use this in the shop, though I'll probably abuse it too. You can tell by the cheapy look. Anyway, that's it. We went too long on this one on just a couple simple things. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.